Hello everyone, Snakeeyes3434 here, and I believe it was 2 videos ago I did like a channel update and I asked what do y'all want to see in future videos, and I believe most of y'all have asked me to do like all my characters that I have in DC Universe Online right now. So this is what this video is all about, so I hope y'all enjoy it. So let's get started. My first and only villain is Sapphire. She's level 30 as you can see. Mentalist, Hand Blasters, and Flight. So I have not really been playing on the villain side, and I have not really been playing DC Universe Online to say the least. So, but yeah, that's my only villain. So if y'all want to friend her or whatnot, I'll try to accept it and all that. Alright, then my next one, Alpha3851. This is my main person that I use mainly for all my videos. There's a hard light, and even though it says hand blast, I'm using two-handed / rifle, and I'm spec'd for DPSing, not controlling, because I wanted to take a break from controlling, because pretty much a lot of people have been messaging me asking me to do these alerts and raids, and I can't really be in all places at once, so I decided to go DPS for a while, and I'm actually quite enjoying it a lot. But I'm not one to top DPS, but I am decent at it right now. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. So that is Alpha3851. Next person is Shadowness. She's a nature healer, and even though the weapon says staff, I'm actually using a shield because that's the only runic weapon that I have right now for her. And yeah, nature healing in my opinion is actually the easiest. Just because you pretty much have the healing over time or HOTS, and so you just pretty much pop that and then just sit back, don't do anything. So nature healing in my opinion is very easy, and if you just feel like relaxing, just go on your nature heals. Next person is Captain Toshiro. It's a Bleach reference, as you can see. He's ice, one-handed, and acrobatics. The weapon I still use the one-handed just because the katana and all that. I've not been using him a lot. He only has T1 gear, but once I get back, I think during the summer I'll start picking up DC back up again and then start playing, and then I'll start grinding my tank because about a week ago I just logged in just to see how things are going, and I saw that there was a need for tanks, and so yeah, I'll start grinding his gear and all that. Next person is MacGrath. That is an Infamous 2 reference on the PS3. It's a really good game. If you haven't played it, you need to. As you can see, his power is electricity. Weapon is one-handed. Actually, now it's a bow, and he's acrobatics. And so, yeah, electric DPS is on the top list of DPSing right now, and next is hard light. And so the reason being is that some people is a big debate right now whether hard light or electric DPS is better. And I talked to a guy who's he's tried all the DPSing, and he says electric DPS is the best. The reason being is that all the AoEs like the electrical storm and all that, it does not lose DPS stats, if you understand, when it hits multiple targets. So like, let's say if you do a single target DPS, it's 500, but then if you hit you hit with an AoE with other DPS, you don't hit with 500 each person, you actually hit with say 300 for each person because it splits in half. But with electric DPS, you still keep with the flat DPS bonus, even though it's spread out on the enemies. So that's why that guy says the electric DPS is deals more damage than the hard light. So I'll let y'all debate on that. And let's move on to the next person. Next person is Nightcrawler. He's a level 27. He's about to be 30. He's a mentalist, dual wield, and super speed. And so I haven't changed his weapon because he pretty much only has about 20 skill points. Yeah, so he's still a small guy, and reason I'm doing a mentalist here is because I wanted to do like a guide for controllers, controlling and DPSing, because a lot of y'all have been asking me to do that, and once I get out of school and during the summer, I'll start making like power guides and all that. Alright, my next person is Bayonetta, level 17, sorcery, dual pistols, and flight. I haven't changed, and since she's actually lower than Nightcrawler, she probably has only 7 skill points or whatnot, and so yeah, this is going to doing a sorcery build, so people have been asking me again for doing a sorcery guide for DPS and heals, and so that's why I've been grinding a sorcerer out. Next person is Quo. Earth, hand blast, and acrobatics. Nothing has changed from there, and if you haven't seen, I've done an Earth guide, and unfortunately that is when it first came out, and so a lot of people have been complaining is like, oh, that's not a good DPS spec, or that's not a good tanking spec. Well, at that time, that was the best DPSing spec, that was the best tanking spec at that time, but since people have been experimenting and like updates and patches on the powers and all that, things have changed, and so just a warning, if you look at my guide, don't base it on, okay, this is the end DPS is the best and all that. It's a little bit outdated, and so you'll have to experiment a little bit, but it's just pretty much a basic guide for it. Next person is Trinity Gadgets, dual pistols, and acrobatics. Nothing has changed there. I've never really messed with her a lot, but if people are requesting a gadgets guide, I'll do that as well. And then my last person is Caladorn. This is actually my friend's tune that he's been really busy and unfortunately not been able to play a lot, but he's a mental, dual wield, and acrobatics. So hopefully you find this enjoyable, and if you have any questions, just post them in the comments and I'll try to reply to them as quick as I can. Hope you all enjoy that, and I'll see you guys later.